And for more, let's bring in Sarah Jaffer. She lives in Beirut. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us this morning, Sarah.
Hi.
All right, so describe for us where you were when the explosion took place on Tuesday.
So for anyone who knows me, knows that the probability that I'm home is extremely, extremely high, especially at this time. I was supposed to be at home, which is basically in the red area, but basically just by the port. And a friend called me around 4 p.m. and actually it asked me to come to a revolution meeting. And I told her I'm a bit tired. She insisted, so I went. We were sitting at this large conference table in Surso, and also not too far from the blast. And what really saved our lives is that once the first explosion happened, we went up to the window to see what happened. And then the roof collapsed on the table we were sitting in. My wallet and everything I had that day are still under the rubble.
Wow. So how's your home? If you were home, what would have happened? I
would have died without a doubt.
Now, have you been...
Our building is the one that's the most affected by this blast. It's back to core and shell.
Well, now, have you been able to get in touch with your friends and family, and are they okay?
Everyone, most people are okay. Some of my friends lost their daughter, Alexandra. But in general, most people I know are okay, badly injured, but still alive. That's what they brought it back to, for us to be happy to be alive.
Well, yesterday we saw thousands take to the streets in protest of the government, and those protests turned very violent. What are you seeing in the streets right now?
I can see a lot of anger and rage, but if I am to be very frank, after what happened, the numbers were not enough. The people are still sleeping. The people are still with their political leaders and still defending them. And if you read what we're reading on social media, you know, some people who are, part of political parties saying, you're insulting our president, we hope it happens 1,000 times again. This is the kind of rhetoric we are being exposed to. I think it was a very big mistake on the streets yesterday to divide ourselves, because we took over the foreign ministry and we should have stuck to that and not gone to the Ministry of Energy and Tourism. I'm not sure how it's going to unfold in the next few days, or what our strategies are going to be. But what I know is that we are enraged and we want to make them pay, and they will pay for it. If not today, then tomorrow, then in 10 years, then in 20 years. The whole world needs to stand with us against them. The whole world needs to freeze their accounts, needs to make their families pariahs of society. We are enraged.
I understand your anger, but what would you like to see done? What would you like to see done in the future?
For me, I think they should all leave, every single one of them. You saw I mean, if that is not to say that I am enraged, I'm sorry, but I'd like them to die, all of them. I just don't have any words anymore. Do you know that they have blocked international aid? Do you know that They were not looking for people under the rubble. Do you know that they didn't clean a single thing? It's all the people of Beirut are the ones who are cleaning their crap.
Mm. And what do you make of the way the rest of the world has responded to this crisis?
Also, what's the most important is that we have early parliamentary elections, because without that, we cannot get the justice that we deserve.
And finally, I want to ask you, what do you make of the way the rest of the world has responded to this crisis?
To be honest, I think it's been so heartwarming. The whole world has felt with us, but our politicians have not. We had a foreign president come to console people when our president didn't. I mean, I thank all my friends around the world. They've been getting in touch, seeing how they can help. But I don't know if Beirut can be helped. They took away the soul of Beirut. They took away the heritage of Beirut, and all that is irreplaceable. Beirut will never be the same again. They need to pay for this.
Sarah, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us this morning. I know it's a very challenging time. I understand your anger in the whole situation. We are happy that you are safe and in one piece. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us this morning.
Thank you.
That is Sarah. Bye-bye. That is Sarah Jaffer in Beirut, Lebanon.